that it's going to get dark. It's going to get, the sun is going to come up every morning.
I don't have to put thought into that because
Automatically happens, right?
Yeah.
How often do you guys think that the sun is going to go down?
Same.
How often do you think that your blood is going through your body, your heart pumping your blood? How often do you think about it? How often do you think about your breathing? Not often, right? Mm-mm. Because they happen automatically. That same process in nature take care of the sequence of event to lead you behind the scene to the desire that you want, to fulfill that desire. It's always fulfilling, always. Anything that anybody is doing right now, they're fulfilling their desire. But desire is conscious desire and subconscious desire. Conscious, you say, hey, no, that's not what I want. I'm going to change it. I'm going to go to this new world, and I want to express something else. I want to see something differently. And with your willpower, you start resting in that assumption, and you start expecting that, and that's what's going to happen. Otherwise, your desire, the universe is always fulfilling something. It's going to go fulfill what? What you know how to do.
No.
That's why it's very important to make a decision. There's a big D here. Decide that you're going to see something new. Any questions? What do you guys understand from the law of gestation or incubation period?
I just wanted to say that that whole video reminded me of a quote that one of my science teachers gave me, that your mind is a garden and your ideas are seeds. You can either grow flowers or grow weeds.
Exactly, because your mind is just like a farmland. There's a period for that your whatever you're planning is what you're going to see, and how well you take care of it. But how well you take care of it is how often you're thinking about that. Because as a farmer, how often he thinks about his crop? Often. He goes check on it, water it, make sure, I don't know the farming terms, but he'll take care of the plants, right? The seeds. And that's what we need to do. Whatever we plan an idea, we need to take care of it. How are you taking care of it?
Auto-suggestion, repetition.
Keep reminding yourself what my goal is. Keep reminding yourself, how are you purposely taking action? Walking with a purpose. Walking with a purpose, it means you're directing your thoughts and resting in that assumption. This is what I want to see. This is what I'm expecting. This is what I want to experience. And you keep doing that until you see it. That's how you take care of it. You stay faithful to it. Any questions? What is the gestation? Can somebody tell me? I want everybody to understand, because as a human, we are seeking pleasure organism. What does that mean? That's a scientific term. That means that we are looking for instant gratification. And because of that, we're always wanting to things happen immediately. And if we don't see it immediately happen, we think it's impossible, or
We give up.
you give up, yeah. Or we have a really bad attitude. You know, just like little kids, if they don't get what they want, you know, they start throwing fit, or they start thinking it's not possible and start being negative. The law of gestation is something that you believe it's coming, it's happening right here. When we're talking, can you go on my screen? When we're talking about sequence of event, I want everybody to think about this. There is always something happening to and through you, but there's always something happening behind the scene that is putting things in places for you to see. What does that mean for you to see? That means the things that you want, there's this math behind it, there's geometry behind it that is setting up things for you to see according to your want, your desire. So if you start seeing things, the rearrangement of matter is not by accident, is what you put in place. Consciously or subconsciously?
Yeah, so working in the gestation period, you're really cultivating and nurturing that growth of the vision that you have. You're just kind of opening yourself up to the ideas and the opportunities that present as they work in the backgrounds. You're looking at, okay, this is going to come, and so when it comes, this is the next step. And you just kind of, it's like tilling the ground and fertilizing things, and just as a farmer would.
Yeah, you got to take care of it.
Yeah.
And through this process, you got to be fulfilled. And that goes back to goal setting. If you haven't had a experience the goal setting, proper goal setting, you're not going to be fulfilled. You're always working for something outside of you. You're working objectively instead of working subjectively. When you start understanding what your goal is and you're getting fulfilled of that goal, there's something that you've never done, and you have to pull something within of you that you didn't know that was there. That's when you start getting fulfilled. That's when you start finding more about you. That's when it's inspiring for you to go after it.
And your desire grows in that as well. And not only that, your confidence grows in the things that you're pursuing, your goals. And so when adversity comes against you, or something that tries to knock you off your path, you stand stronger.
That's right.
And you don't waver.
That's right. Because think about this. Everything that we have in our life right now, just look around, every experience that you have, you know how to do it. That's your center. According to your center, you have your outer ring that determines your reality. If you start picking up doing the things that you already know, there's no inspiration. There's no change in reality. There's no change in your outer ring. And that's called stuck. But when you start picking something and wanting to go after something new, you start going to build a new reality. And that's what inspiring is. That's inspiration. Going somewhere new. Otherwise, there's no inspiration. I mean, you experience the same thing every day. How boring is that? But people don't understand because people see that as their comfort zone. People don't want to be threatened. When you ask them to go outside of your comfort zone, because it goes back to, part of it goes back to genetically programming, and it's like you're asking them, if you go 3 million years back, it's like you're asking them, hey, you've been going through this wood, through this route for so many years. From tomorrow, let's try a new route. Your ancestors, they don't want to try a new route because they're on that new route, they start thinking about the possibility that if they get attacked by predators, they don't want to experience somewhere that they don't know. So they go back to the same route. That's how we operate. That's why we don't want to try new things. That's why we don't want to go somewhere new, because we feel threatened. But now we don't have any lions or bear or snake. It's just, you just have to overcome it. I'm going to play the video, continue playing video. Please take notes, and we're going to continue playing the video.